Are you ready to transform your financial game in 2024? Then, join us for a mind-blowing experience at the Wealth Creation Conference. Theme: Becoming a Change Agent, Creating Wealth in an Uncertain Economy. In this conference, you will be learning directly from industry giants and experts who have mastered the art of wealth creation. Even in this tough economy, I'm talking about people like Ugochukwu Omegu.
Middle class and poor people make money to spend it. Rich people earn money to multiply it.
Emeka Nobis.
For you to grow a great community, you must feed your community. You cannot grow a massive social media audience if you're not feeding them. Feeding is what we call content creation.
Dr. Abioye.
The structure of your mind determines how you see, because your mind is limitless and your vision should also be limitless.
Emmanuel Akpe.
The journey of wealth will lead you to a destination, but the vehicle you use to that destination is very important. You can use Airpeace, you can use Peacemas, or you can trek without peace.
Chinasa Favor.
If you are not authentic, you are going to get burnt out. You're going to get bitter along the way because you can only be fake for so long, and it is very, very exhausting.
Paul Chinedu.
There's this saying that fact tells, but story sells. And there are actually three simple formulas that I use whenever I'm telling my story. There is the struggle part, there is the discovery part, and there is the success part.
Mohammed Adamu Dago, Ike Naokechukwu, Esther Odemwike Disu, Kingsley Ime, Joseph Etim, and Rosemary Chioma Obi. This conference will be happening on the 26th to 28th of April, live on YouTube. Access is free, but registration is compulsory. So what are you waiting for? Click the link around this video to register now. Are you ready to transform your financial game in 2024? Then, join us for a mind-blowing experience at the Wealth Creation Conference. Theme: Becoming a Change Agent, Creating Wealth in an Uncertain Economy. In this conference, you will be...
Hello, everyone. We are back live. We are sorry for that network glitch. The Don is here. The Don himself is here. And you know what happens when the Don is here? The game changes. It's so great to have the Don right here on this live session. I told you the other time that due to Warrital launching yesterday, he was not able to meet up with a session. But today we have Emeka Nobis here. And I already read his profile. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I want you to give a round of applause with your virtual emojis as we bring the Don right on the screen to share with us from its wealth of knowledge on leveraging social media platforms for wealth creation. Please give your round of applause, your virtual emojis as the Don comes in. Technically, you can bring him in, please. Technical, are you there? Kindly bring boss.
Yeah. What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good
evening, sir. Trust you're good.
Yeah, I am. I'm sorry that I'm coming in a little bit late. Even today, again. Yesterday was we unveiled another brand ambassador for what as you can see, I'm still wearing the shirt.
Yeah, I saw that.
For Warrital, and today I had to do some shoots with quite a lot of individuals today. So sorry about the fact that maybe I haven't come in here all the while. Just being in Lagos and trying to be able to utilize the chance I have here to be able to do quite a whole lot. Good evening, everybody. Thank you.
You have the floor, sir.
All right. So leveraging. I don't know how long because I think it's already 10:32 p.m. here in in West Africa. So maybe I can do, I don't know, 15 minutes or 20 minutes as the case may be.
All right, sir.
And so we're looking at how to leverage social media for growing wealth. And I want to make this quite very clear. When people talk about growing wealth, people think it's about making money. I was of the same opinion many years ago until I began to look at the aspect of growing wealth that a lot of people are not really paying attention to. And that aspect of growing wealth is the fact that it's not about you now making money for yourself. It's about the fact that you have taken your money and you have plunged your money into the mechanisms or organizations that power the real economy in whatever nation that you are. And so that is wealth. And at that point in time, you're not actively involved in making money for yourself. You're not exerting your energy, you're not exerting your strength or your efforts or whichever, your mental agility, whatever you call it. But in fact, that's what people say, that money works for you. All right. So my financial advisor has done analysis and found out that for you to retire retire from active work and still live a meaningful life. For example, if you are earning, she did an analysis with 300,000 naira a month, and she said that by the age of 65, if I don't want to work anymore and I just want to enjoy my life or just live comfortably before I die, maybe and give it another, at the age of 65, if you put another, say, 25 years, you are now 90. All right. So, which is basically life expectancy for many Africans. And if you get up to 100, that's fine. And so she said that for me to be able to live comfortably as from the age of 90, sorry, at the age of 65, I need to have 200 million to 300 million naira that I have been able to work up. So you can imagine the amount of money that you need at that age to be able to live comfortably in terms of wealth. That's the thing. So now that you are actively working, it's important that you take that money that is coming from your activities where you're putting your energy and everything and begin to think of growing wealth. It's not about making money, it's about growing wealth at the point where your money that has been put into the vehicles, companies, organizations that are working in the like you are taking a chunk with your money, and then as they are making money in the real sector, you are having bits and pieces from there that you don't need to do like every month anymore. You don't need to do physical exertion to be able to receive income. So that's what that is. I just wanted to make that clear. Basically, I'm not looking at that this night. All I'm looking at how you're going to leverage social media, because when people hear wealth, they're thinking of how to accumulate lots of money. So we're not looking at accumulation of lots of money here tonight. We are looking at where how you can make that money, and then how you can take that money and put it and use and invest it basically, and put it into vehicles that companies, organizations, worthy, credible companies that are involved in the real sector. What I mean by real sector, agriculture, the things that have to do with running an economy, a real economy. So we're looking at agriculture, we're looking at manufacturing, we're looking at production, the whole lot. Things that have to keep an economy functional. So, but we're not looking at that today. We're looking at me sharing with you how what to do on social media to actually make money, basically. And I'm not going to be diving so deep into things. I'm going to tell you quite real fundamental things. Number one thing I want you to have is to have this understanding that social media platforms are basically platforms for exchange. That's what it is. Let me paint this scenario. So we go to the market, the physical markets that we have around us, right? In whatever place you live in. People go to the market with their products, their wares, with what they are offering. They come to the marketplace. And those who are needy, those who have problems or solutions, who are looking for solutions, come also to the marketplace physically. And there's a convergence or a confluence, so to say, where people who have these issues are converging, are confluencing with those who have the problems that they solve. And so, like for example, you need to have a problem for rice. So you go there with your money, you buy rice. You have a problem for beans. You go there, you buy beans. You have a problem, you want a wheelbarrow to be able to carry out, lift some things or do some transportation in your neighborhood. You go there with your money, you buy a wheelbarrow. Just like that, and every other thing. You want wigs so that you can look beautiful. You go to the market, there's somebody who's selling wig, you exchange your money, and then the person gives you the wig. So that's exactly what social media is. The marketplace, the physical marketplace, is a place of exposure, right? So people go there and they open their goods, like expose their goods, so that people who are looking for solutions, right, can see their goods. For example, I'm here in Lagos, and this morning I was walking from with my friend, a friend of mine. I was walking from the hotel to where the offices of Warrital are, and then when we got to it was a place that I had walked earlier in the day, and along that place I didn't even see kekes like that. But by the time we are walking, at that time of the day, I saw a lot of kekes, and these kekes were covering these individuals who are selling lots of beautiful fruits, tantalizing fruits along the way. So I was like, man, these people who are selling fruits, these Keke people are covering them. Anybody who is driving a car may not even see that these guys are selling fruits. I mean, and so my friend said, okay, maybe people who know these people who are selling fruits are the ones who will come here to patronize these guys. So the marketplace, I mean, for these people blocking those people, that they have they have abused that fundamental element of exposure that a marketplace ought to embody. All right. So a marketplace is a place where you expose. Marketplace is a way of connection. So two things: exposure, connection, and exchange. All right. Exposure, connection, and exchange. And this is basically the same thing that the social media does. Social media is like a platform, just like a marketplace, but not physical. It's not virtual. And all you're doing on social media is what? You are going there to expose, all right? Expose your products, expose your solutions, expose your services, and then you connect. You're connecting with individuals who are seeking for solutions, connecting with individuals who are looking for solutions to their problems, connecting with individuals who have challenges and are looking for who will solve the challenge. Thirdly, you're having an exchange. So you have exposed yourself, you have connected to the individual who needs the solution, and then there is an exchange. So money exchanges hands, and that is how you make money. So the individual is looking for a solution, all right, gives you money, and then you can give the individual solution. And there are so many things. So let me quickly begin to dive into it. So the critical thing is, number one, as I said, is a place of exposure. All right. So you are exposing your brand. So I'll take it one after the other. Exposure, connection, exchange. Exposure, connection, exchange. Exposure, connection, exchange. Three fundamental things you need to realize. I say again, number one is exposure. So put in the comment section if you're here with me in the chat on this live stream. Number one is connection. Number one is exposition, exposure, exposition. Number two is connection. Number three is exchange. So number one is exposure. But before you come to the marketplace or social media, you've got to be able to be clear on what it is that you're bringing the market. And this is where a lot of people miss it. So have you seen somebody who is going to the market and is confused about what to go there? So the person is taking goods to the market, and in his head, it is sheep that is carrying to the market. The person is supposed to go there to sell clothes, and he's confused about, like, is it clothes that I'm carrying? Like, you get to the marketplace and you're asking yourself, am I supposed to have clothes? You have never seen an individual who's going to the marketplace, even the natives, even highly unintelligent individuals, and who don't have a clear understanding of what they are going to the marketplace to sell. So you go to the marketplace in physical markets, you see somebody who is selling fufu, you see somebody who's selling wig, you see somebody who's goat, you see somebody who's selling yam, you see some beans, rice, gari, all those things. They are very clear on what it is that I've brought to the marketplace. And that is the same thing that those of us on social media ought to do. A lot of individuals on social media are just confused. They don't even understand. Are not clarified about what they're coming there to do. So you have to sit down and ask yourself, I am going to the marketplace. What am I going to the marketplace to do? What am I going there to expose? I need to be clear, specifically clear about what it is that I'm going to the marketplace to expose. Are you going there to sell yam? That is something specific. Are you going there to sell beans? Specific. Are you going there to sell belt, wheelbarrow, houses? Specific. So the key thing in exposure is number one, be clarify, be specific about what it is that you're coming to the marketplace to do. If you got my bio, I'm very clear on what it is that I'm bringing. I tell you that I'm going to coach you to make money from that thing that you know. Very simple. Very simple. It's very simple. If you go to my bio on Facebook, which is where I play my game, you'll see it's very simple. All right. I will coach you to make money from what you know. And that's why I'm doing Knowledge Money University, strictly simply for individuals who want to make money from what they know, their knowledge, their experiences, their expertise, everything that they have acquired as experience, expertise, mastery, taking all those things, undergoing the methodology that helps them to be able to make money. Very simple, precise, and clear. So you have to sit down for yourself. If you truly, because nobody goes to the marketplace and say, okay, I just come, I don't know what I want to buy. Nobody actually does that. They are specific, because these individuals who are coming to the marketplace, they are specific about what it is that they are looking for. I mean, if I'm going to go to the marketplace now, I'm looking for a pair of jeans. I'm looking for shoes to buy. I may not know the color of the shoes, but I'm looking for shoes to buy. So the key thing is that I'm looking for shoes. I am very aware of what it is I'm going to the physical marketplace to look for and buy and purchase with my money. But when I get there and I now see individuals who are selling shoes, they're selling slippers, I'll go home because it's not slippers that I need. So first and foremost, be specific about what it is that you are bringing to the marketplace. What are you doing on social media? What are you doing on social media? Are you clear? If I go to your bio, will I see CEO at self-employed, or will I see CEO at all those things that people write on their timeline? If you're going to make money on social media, you've got to be able to be specific. And I know that you love Jesus and all those things that people write, and you go there, you see somebody who says, I'm a Jesus lover, freak for Jesus. That's the only thing in the bio. But then you're looking for somebody who's going to pay you money. Somebody going to pay you money to be a freak for Jesus. I mean, is somebody paying you money to be a freak for Jesus? And all sorts of things people write there. They write, I'm just a good lover. I'm just a jolly good fellow. I mean, I'm just a golly. I mean, I'm not saying those things are wrong. I'm just saying that maybe people are just there to catch crews, or they have a job and they are just on social media to catch crews. It is a job that they have that pays them good money, and they are just there to catch crews, basically. All right. But if you are coming on social media to actually make money and grow wealth, you've got to be specific. You cannot leave these things to chances, or leave them obtuse, or leave them people get there and they're not aware, they're not understanding specifically what you're about. It's a misnomer. That's the thing. So take your time and truly critically analyze to have a specificity to what it is that you're coming on social media to do. Somebody should be able to lead your bio, or even your first 10 posts when we get there, to have an understanding a little bit about what it is that you were about. The second point on that, so I'm still talking about the first thing, which is what? Exposure. So under exposure, I'm saying be specific. All right. What exactly are you offering on social media? What services, what solutions, what products are you coming? I mean, what is your solution to humanity? What is it that you're offering? Are you a medical doctor? Are you helping to save lives? You've got to be specific about that thing that you're offering. Number two point on that exposure is people cannot know what you're doing except you create the right kind of content. That's the truth. So you have specified, but you've got to be able to tell us that this thing that you've specified, you are knowledgeable about that thing. So you come on social media and you write that you are a medical doctor, and then you cannot create content that has to do with saving lives. That means you are not a medical doctor. Yeah, it means that you are fake. Do you understand what I'm saying? It means that you don't understand what it is that you're doing. It means that you're fake. So creating the right kind of content underscores your specific declaration or description of who you are and the services or the solutions that you're bringing in the marketplace. So two things that are under exposure is number one. Two things that are under exposure are number one, clearly describing what you're bringing, the solution you're bringing. Secondly, is creating the right kind of content that that makes you showcase to the world the dexterity and the fact that you're knowledgeable in that thing. If you go to my timeline now, if you scroll the first 10 posts, you have an understanding of the fact that this guy helps individuals to be able to make money from what they know. You will definitely see it. So that is it for number one, which is exposure. Let's go to number two, which is connection. So you coming on social media space, all right? People begin to consume your content, know who you are. I mean, they will want to. They will now want to connect to you because you've got what it is that they are seeking for. You've got the solution that they are looking for. So in that arena of connection, you now have to be able to be a great leader, to lead yourself right, lead yourself when you're connecting to individuals. And it is really truly a tough part. I mean, is a tough thing to do, relating with individuals, because people are going to come at you with all sorts of behaviors, basically. So connection. So people are coming to you. The numbers are increasing. People are sharing your content. The basic thing that I want you to understand when it has to do with connection is the fact that you've got to treat humans above every other thing that you've got to learn is the fact that treat humans for humans. Treat them as human beings that they are. People want to be seen. People want to be looked at. People want to be understood. People want to be listened to. Treat them as humans. That's my own philosophy. That's my own principle, and that's what I stand by. So in comment section, you're connecting, you are replying to people who are engaging your posts. I'm not saying engage everything, because even as you increase if you increase in your influence and your reach, there'll be a whole lot of content. Like today, I mean, every day I wake up now, I check my posts that I've done. I'm seeing like 50 notifications on one post, 100 notifications, 150 notifications. I mean, and I go there and I see a lot of comments. Now, before, what I used to do was to basically engage everybody, but because now time is sort of a luxury, so what I do is when I go there, I'm engaging with individuals. The kind of individuals I'm engaging there right now, number one, those who have like a perspective to share based on the content that I created, or somebody who has a clearer perspective to things that I shared, and then I can engage them in the comment section. But every other person, those who come to write good content, great, awesome, I can just be clicking love. I will click love, click love, click love. Because when I click the love, they will receive notification and they are happy that I clicked love. That's a show of acceptance, in the ambit of connection. Then the second group of individuals that I usually connect to are those who are stepping off tangentially away from the crux of the post, or those who try to malign, not malign my brand, malign myself, or say things that are not in agreement with my value system, or say things that I didn't, I mean, or try to just definitely troll me. So those are individuals that, because I do it because I need to protect the brand. If I don't share or talk or reply sometimes, it can mean acceptance. And some other individual who is on my timeline can see that thing and feel like, okay, this is acceptable to do to Emeka Nobis, and they can go ahead because they do it. So that's it about connection. The key thing that you need to realize that as the more content you create, the more individuals will start reaching out. People are sharing your posts. I mean, their connection is key, because the connection now leads to the within connection. As you make people feel comfortable with your brand, feel at peace with your brand, feel pleasurable with your brand, love what your brand does, like what your brand does, then you're increasing the possibility of making money. All right. So that's it about connection. The last point that I want to share is exchange. So you've come to the marketplace, all right, on social media. You've got to be able to have products that you're exchanging for money. The thing is, a lot of individuals come on social media, they want to share, teach everything, share posts. People like posts, people are loving and commenting. Their joy is the fact that people are commenting. I mean, it's good for people are commenting and dropping. There's a certain sense of fulfillment and excitement that accompanies that accompany such reactions on your post. But for someone like me, it's beyond those reactions. It's beyond is the fact that how are these things, these connections, these engagements, how are they translating to money? And how that can translate to money is if I've got something to offer. All right. So When you're on social media, you've got to be able to make offers that people will pay for. If not, they won't give you money. You can't wake up every day and all you're doing is dishing. Social media is is a place of mutuality. So we are giving great value in terms of the content you're creating. You're also collecting money by virtue of the offers that you're giving. So it's not coming that they hound people and say, I'm creating good content for you guys, so you're not giving me money. No, they have to give you money based on the fact that the ability of the offering that you're making to them. So you've got to be able to create offers. I mean, people who follow me every day. How many days ago I was with some group of individuals here in Lagos. I was like, man, Emeka, you always creating offers. I mean, this offer is ending. You're bringing another offer. This one is ending. You're bringing another offer. I'm like, that's what it is. I mean, it's the same thing as those who are going to the physical marketplace. They're carrying their beans. They are placing it before people. I mean, that's what it is. So I've got to be able to place offers. Every blessed day, I'm placing offers. Every blessed day. Today, that was Sunday. If you go and check my post from morning till up to now, you see that post that I made. A few of them are offers that I'm asking for money. So you've got to be able to know that people are going to give you money. But how would they give you money is the fact that they've got something to exchange for them. So offers are your products. What are you selling? Do you wake up every day and pitch your stuff on social media that people know that this is what you're selling? Pitch the benefits of the product, pitch the advantages of the product, pitch the features of the product, a whole lot of angles that it can come in. When you're doing that, all right, people now know that you've got an offer, and if the offer is solving their specific problems and their issues, all right, they will buy. For example, let me give you a specific example, in terms of all this. So knowledge money university that I'm working on putting on. People are like, okay, what's knowledge money university? I want to be able to break it down in such a way that they can understand. And that's what I'm talking about, my content, all right? And so I can take on today. I say, okay, I'm taking on the employees, and I'm like, okay, if you stay at home, I'm sorry, if you're working at the job, you can still make money that is not part of your salary, something extra, by understanding how to build a personal brand, make offers on social media, and people will buy while you're still maintaining your job. That's an angle. So some individuals love their job, or they are scared about how they if they leave that job to another one, if they're going to still be receiving good money. And so they are look at, oh, Emeka is offering this palliative, so to say, so I can keep my job and at the same time I can be earning money, especially online. And so they buy. Different angles. It could be another angle, could be I can target the housewives, the ones who stay at home. I mean, they are raising kids, they are bored about their lives, their existence, they cook, then they wait for God to come back the next day repeat the same cycle. And so you can give them beyond money. You can tell them that there's a sense of fulfillment that comes if you when your husband goes to work. Sorry guys, the generator will come back. I'm in a hotel. I'm sorry, I cannot control the power. So give me, please. How do I put it now? Forgive me. Is where we are in Nigeria. We keep powering on, right? The generator will come on soon. So, I'm saying that you've got to be able to make these offers, and offer to people is critically important. Offer it always on your timeline. So I tell the women, these women who are at home and they are housewives, there's a fulfillment that comes if you're able to show up, build a personal brand, and offer services or products, all right, to the marketplace. And that fulfillment of having your own money, that will make them want to buy the product and be part of the knowledge money university. All right, so you've got to be able to create products, offers that people want to buy. I don't know what it is that you're doing, but whatever it is that you're showing up on any social media space to do, of course you can have products, of course you can have offers, and those offers are to be made consistently. I make offers every blessed day, because every day you spend money, you need to be able to buy into the perspective and embody the ideology that every day that you spend, you also need to earn money. All right, every day that you spend, you should also be able to earn money, and that is critically important. All right. So these are the three things basically, building wealth on social media. Number one, you've got to be able to expose your brand, and then under exposure, clarify what it is that you're about, create the right kind of content. Number two, create connections. As you are doing what you're doing, you're creating connections. You're driving people to go and see what it is you're doing in your timeline. All right. You are having conversations in places that you go for the people to see what you are doing in your timeline. Exposition is also you speaking in public, you being invited to have to sit on the panel and share your thoughts. All those things contribute to exposure. Then connection, as I said, you've connected with people who are now following your brand. All right. You have got to be able to like today. I'm in Lagos, and I wanted individuals to come and shoot about my personal brand, sit on the chair and share their thoughts about the Emeka Nobis brand. And I think I reached out to 23 people. Out of the 23, 5 couldn't make it, and 18 came. And all these individuals, I connected to all of them without exception on social media. All, all. And they all came around today, and they were connecting to one another and having conversations. People who are of diverse professions, and their age ranges are from I don't think there's anybody that is less than 25 that came today. Between 25 to 30 to 32, 40, 45 and above. Yeah, and then people who are almost clocking 50 were also there. I was also leading somebody that is, I reached up to even up to the age of 60 something, but she couldn't come because of some engagements. But all of them, I met them on social media through connections, through the value that I've been exchanging that make them to stick with the brand and love the brand, and are able to identify with the goal that I have in terms of productivity. Critically important. And I say the final thing is exchange. You cannot collect people's money except that you have something to give them in return. They have got to be able to have solution to issues, and then you are collecting their money to solve their problem. So I've done 30 minutes. This is in a nutshell how it is that we can grow wealth. And so, grow wealth, as I said, for a lot of people is about making money. But as you're making the money that you're making right here on social media, be taking the money and also plunging it into the companies that are involved in the real sector. And in the simple thing, when we say that is stock exchange, for companies that are quoted on the stock exchange. So there are great companies on stock exchange who collect your money, and they use your money to work in the real sector and give you dividends and increments in the prices that you bought the shares, basically. So that's what it is. At the end of the year, at the end of the time that you've decided to retire, those investments you've done, that's what wealth is all about. All right, it's a mindset thing. It's a practice. It's an art. So that's it. Thank you very much, Akolade, and thank you for everybody who tuned up to this. Who tuned into this thing? Who tuned into this session? I'm sorry that it's happening so late. It's already 11 p.m. West African time. But if there are questions, please ask me the questions, and I will be here to answer. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Francisca Anna. Thank you to Ozoma Diala. Thank you to Ruth Okeke. Thank you to Ebubechi Elum. You are the ones I'm seeing on the screen right now. Maisie Kosam, Entertainment World. Thank you so much. Natural Woman, thank you for being part of the session. All right. So, Rose, I can see your beautiful face. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, The Dawn. I sincerely appreciate this effort. I know how tired you are and to the extent that you even had to go, but honestly, I don't know how you still manage to do this, but on behalf of TWCC and my humble self, we sincerely appreciate you. This effort, this particular one, we don't take it for granted. Like, at some point, we've lost hope, and I understood, because, of course, when we spoke yesterday, it was a very daunting, tasking activity over there at Warrior. Yeah. So we even made excuses for you in advance. Like, because we had already put up speaking now, coming up next, the dance. Everybody was excited, waiting, not for me to reach out to you then. I saw how tired you are. And so today again, we made an
was
excuse
crazy.
just in case.
Crazy.
So I was really excited
Because
when you said, okay, you could come
we had
on.
to go speak.
And
We had to go speak at an event, then came back, and then started. A whole lot. By the time we were done, it was already quite late. I think I got back to the hotel around 10:30 thereabout. So
yeah.
sorry I missed it today, and yeah.
No, you don't
Today
need to
again,
apologize. Everyone who's here, everyone who's here, I know how much value. I know how much value you've gotten from the Dawn session tonight. Please let the fire emoji motivate him and let him understand how much we love him. Say you love him. Say you love him. And thank you so much, the Dawn. I want to read up to 15, 20. Everyone here, send that fire emoji and say, we love you, the Dawn. Because, I mean, if we were to pay for this particular value that we got tonight, I'm not sure we would have been able to. All right. So the Dawn, let the words from us go into your heart for you to understand how much we really care and appreciate this singular honor. We don't take it for granted. Thank you so much, the Dawn. We appreciate you. Thank you, and God bless you.
I'm seeing a question. The person is asking about content creating. Is it compulsory to run advertisement? I mean, to grow a brand. I mean, I'm going to look at that. I'm going to look at that from two angles, from what this person is actually saying. The first angle, you need to realize that content that you're creating is also advertisement. So people think that there is content and then there's advertisement. No, for every piece of content that you're putting, you're either advertising your brand in a good light or you're advertising your brand in a bad light. So I'm thinking this individual is thinking that there is content just for content and then there is the advertisement. No, all advertisement you're doing for your brand. That's what it is. Because advertisement is telling individual this brand is worthy. Buy from this brand. And so when you are creating content and you're demarketing your brand, that means you are messing up the advertising effort. And now that content you're creating is what people actually call the organic content, meaning that you are not paying money to have it as in as many people's faces as ever. Then the advertisement I feel that this individual, natural woman is talking about is the fact that you are now paying money to get your brand to be advertisements that you want your brand to be showcased to a lot more individuals. That's what it is. And if you are serious about making money, you've got to be able to spend money to advertise. So you that is asking me, it is compulsory. If you want to go, if you want to be bigger, it's compulsory. You cannot not spend money. It's not. Why? So you've got to be able to set out some amount of money to advertise. Let me give you some specific issues of how I advertise myself. Number one, in terms of advertisement of my brand, I use what I call first and foremost the loyalty reward. So what I do with that loyalty reward is that I make a post and I pin the post. If you go to my timeline, you see a pin post now on my Facebook wall. The first pin post that you see there is, the first post you see usually is what we call pin post, because a lot of individuals don't know what pin posts are. So I now come onto my timeline and I say that if you can win 5,000 naira if you creatively share my pin post. Because why I'm saying creatively share is because some individuals will go there and tap share and expecting me to give them 5,000 naira. You get? So you've got to be able to creative share is that you're creating the post, you are putting your perspective, you are maybe telling a story around the post that I made. You are now telling individuals to follow me or buy my whichever. That's creative. That's what I call creative. And so all those individuals who share, I don't even pay attention. At the end of the day, I'll now choose the best out of all those people and then pay the person 5,000 naira. But the truth is that by sharing my content has now become advertised to a lot more individuals. The second thing I do basically is I pay influencers to write about my brand. And that is true. So influencers, are those who have bigger numbers than I am, those who have not even necessarily bigger numbers, but looking at their brand and seeing the kind of individuals that are in their particular space, right? I want them to write about the Emeka Nobis brand, and then they will pay. I pay the money. Some of them 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, as the case may be. And then for example, for what I'm doing for Knowledge Money University, for this first cohort, I'm not giving. There are some influencers I'm targeting, but I want to get certain kinds of results first, and then for the next batch, I'm willing to pay up to 1 million naira to one single influencer to be able to carry the thing on her head. And I'm sure Choma, by now, I mean, I'm sure now, Rose, you know the person I'm talking about. So you've got to be able to spend money. That's the truth. To be able to push it out, Facebook ads, all right, influencer ads, YouTube stuff, radio, TV. You've got to be able to. I mean, newspaper if you can, all right, and make sure that your brand is showcased into people's. I mean, look at people like Coca-Cola every day. They're in our faces every blessed day. Some individuals who are not even interested in drinking. Oh, you see now, see Rose now. Rose is even drinking Coke. Don't mind Rose. Oh. Rose, you're not interested in your life. You're building wealth and you're drinking Coke that is damaging your longevity. Be careful. For people like me, I cannot be drinking Coke now because my singularity will not work if I drink Coke like that. You know what I'm talking about. We need to be. Don't think I'm old. I'm still a young guy. I got to perform. So Cook messed up the middle leg. You guys need to know that. All right. Okay, so you have to be spending money, all right, to be able to advertise your brand. It is a given. It's not, and you do it according to your levels, my dear. I mean, don't look at people who now have a budget of 1 million or 10 million to be able to grow their brands. You can have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, as the case may be, and you keep, I mean, growing your brand, all right? The next question I'm seeing there is, let me check the second question. Okay, that is Pia Phonic Studio. I don't know. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Someone with many expertise. Is it good to be posting all of your works on a personal page, Facebook wall? Well, the thing there for me is that I will tell you my personal opinion, but you can decide to try for yourself because I've come to find out that there are no hard and fast rules even about this thing anymore. All right. For me, I feel personally that I should start with one thing and then I can keep advancing and growing and evolving. Over time, I can bring in other expressions of mine, and people will not really look at it like I am hustling or I'm just looking to just make money all the time. So if you followed me over time, you find out that I was always about writing, writing, writing. Then from books, books, books. And then from there now, I'm now delving into physical businesses, all right? Real estate, clothing line, Akara boy, and all that. And so people have seen my evolution over the years and cannot say that Emeka has not evolved. So, but the thing is that when you showcase a lot of multiple things, people are like, "What is this guy about, really?" I mean, people are not thinking. Many people will not think of it in the fact that, in the sense that you are great at all these things, but they're looking like it's like this guy is grabbing so many things so that if this one not enter, this one enter. If this one not enter, this one enter. Like you're doing tumbom and spreading, a whole lot of stuff. But there are people who do it and it works. That's what I'm telling you. You can try out. I'm not. I won't say shut down because over the years I've seen individuals who've done it and it worked for them. But this is Emeka Nobis' personal conviction, right? You can decide to do it, you cannot. So this is it about me. That's what I can answer on that. Please, my questions are someone minute. Okay, I think I've answered that. So okay, but some individuals, what they do basically is okay, someone with many expertise working as a private company. Is it good to advertise all yours being there? I don't understand this. They are on different. I don't know. Fanny Studio, if you can rejig this question, it will be nice so that I can understand it exactly. All right. So yeah, Rose, I think that's it. I think that's the. I hope that he can because I couldn't understand that question. Someone with many expertise working as a private company. Is it good to advertise all yours? Being there, I don't know this. I don't know what. I'm not making any meaning out of it, so I don't answer something that is totally off point. So, but Rose, I hope I've made sense so far.
Amazing. I remember the first time I learned how to structure from you, even though it wasn't the intention when I got that course of yours. But then the one word I picked from it is try not to be a wandering general. So with this thing you explained now, it makes a lot of sense even more. Doing everything as in different things at the same time. But with a structure, like if you're multi-talented and you can actually structure it down, it goes a long way. But then the dawn is one force to reckon with. I remember when we were trying to choose speakers for the fiscal conference again. Everybody said, oh no, if the dawn is not coming, then we're not doing anything about shameless marketing. So this is this is amazing. And honestly, I'm gonna say it publicly, it's actually the Don is one person that I revere, because I mean the kind of love he has for anything that is related to TWCC and myself is what I sometimes I really am grateful to God, because it was just God all along. I cannot pay Don, and but he is always there. Okay, what's your problem? How can I help? And all of that. It's been amazing. Someday I'm looking forward to the day I'll come and pay homage, like the way they used to do it this big way, and say thank you, Don, for every single thing. We're almost 1 year at TWCC, and before we turn that 1 year, the Don is returning again. So if I were you, all the questions you have, even follow him first on his social media handles, but plan to hold him down in Abuja from the 26th of July. True, we'll keep him down the way we kept him the last time. We'll lock him up and keep him until.
Abuja did me right the last time I came there. 1 week of enjoyment. So I think I'm ready for that enjoyment. Where I was peppering people with all the picnic and all the method that we were enjoying. So I think I've seen more questions here. So somebody's asking, at what stage can you make offers? My dear, there's no stage. You can make offers as long as you have 5 people following you. That's the truth. I always tell individuals about the quality of your followers. That's the key thing, and their willingness and their ability to expend money to solve their problems using what you are creating as a vehicle to reach their destination. So people think that it's only when you have 100,000 followers you now start making offers. When you have 1,000, you can even have 10 and start making offers to that 10. So there's no stage. Make your offers now. That's what I can offer you. How do you create lasting relationships on social media with other content creators? My dear, is out of respect. So these are the things that I do. I honor other people. That's the truth. So I don't look condescendingly on anyone. I honor other individuals. That's the key. All right. If you keep doing that, you are the best and you are the Don, you are the almighty and all that, and you're not creating beautiful relationships with other individuals by respecting their works, then I don't think that's the good way to go. All right. It's critically important for you to understand that creating lasting relationships on social media with other content creators starts with respecting them. Secondly, is to also reach out, all right, and nurture the relationship. Reach out, nurture the relationship with other individuals. Find what their issues are and solve some of their problems. It's not that people always think in terms of how will it benefit me? How will it benefit me? How will it benefit me? That's people. I mean, think of what can be beneficial to this individual that I don't necessarily need to have like I see individuals who come on me or come in my inbox, and when they come, one spirit will tell me, see this person that is giving me this thing, he will come back to ask me for a people. And it always happens. So that thing they are presenting to me is like they want to bribe me small with that thing, but it's not the way it ought to be, really. It has to come with service. Serve people, with the things that they are dealing with, and then they can have that beautiful relationship with you, and it becomes long lasting. So that's how. And then from time to time, I'm shining spotlight on other individuals. So I use my timeline, and I've been in Lagos here, and I've been writing about quite a number of individuals. I've written about Nenna, I've written about Jess, I've written about a few other individuals, and people who are following me see them and follow the individuals who tell me that for any individual that I write about on Facebook, they are going to follow, and they patronize, and they even tell the individual, Emeka Nobis wrote about you. So that bond, that creates that creates the bond. So it's critically important. So somebody's asking how many followers. I told you not about followers. If you have 5, 10, please. there's nothing to boost your confidence. It's not about I started making offers even from when I had 1,000 followers, and I'm at 133,000 followers. I'm still making offers consistently. So there's no, as I tell you, it's about the quality of followers. If you want Jonesy people to follow you, remember I said it. I said what? Exposition, connection, exchange. So if you want rabble rousers to follow you that don't have money to give you, that's your business. For me, I want individuals who are intelligent, who are great people, and when I have an offer to make, they are willing to buy into the offer. That's critical, right? That's so. I mean, VIP intensive is 100,000. People are like, so people actually paid. One boy asked me how many days. I'm like, it's 1 day. The guy was like, "Okokobioko." I said, man, that's what it is. I mean, it's not for you. I told the guy point blank, it's not for you. So go go and work harder. When you make the money, you can come. Maybe that time VIP intensive maybe 200,000. You just bring out the money and pay. Shikana. Do you get what I mean? So you've got a gun for building profitable followers. All right. So Frank is saying, so someone with a lot of expertise working, is it a good idea to advertise all of your work? I think I've said that before. I've answered that. Another thing I see individuals do is that they can create different platforms, social media platforms for Uzoma Diala. Okay, I've not seen your Uzoma Diala, we have not seen your payment. So if you can pay, that's fine. You can come for VIP intensive. It was 50K last year. This year it's 100,000.
Yeah.
Next year is not going to be the same amount. So it's good to keep increasing. That's what it is. All right. So because the quality of people who are coming are those who don't pay attention to whether it's 100,000 or 50,000 or 150. I mean, there are individuals who pay as much as 1 million naira now to go and sit down in a 5-hour session. So as the more you increase your perception and the work that
Perceived
you offer,
value.
yes, the perceived value people will take. All right. So I'm waiting. I'm looking forward to having you. So as I said, Fanning Studio, I've said people create different platforms for their different expressions. So they can have a Facebook page for this. So for example, Warrital. I'm in Lagos now. Warrital. That's what I'm wearing. All right. This is Warrital Media, and I mean Rose. You know, Warrital Media now has its own Facebook page separately. Warrital itself has its own page. Warrital Book Plays, which is the selling book arm of the company, has its own page managed by different individuals. So there's no confusion there. So that's another thing. That's another thing that you can take a look at. But I mean, you have to be able to have the expertise. People are managing differently so that you don't overwhelm yourself. Right. So that's critically important. Francisca Anna, fine. If you want to come on Knowledge Money, come. Send me a message inbox when we're done. This is about the Wealth Creation Conference. All right. So, but if you want to do any other thing apart from this, reach out to me. And so I think I've answered all the questions there that I can see. Rose.
Okay. So for the viewers, please, that reminds me, July is a very beautiful month. Of course, everybody born in the month of July is exceptional, and we do
I was born in the
extraordinary
month of
things,
July.
you know.
July
The
1st.
dawn. I know. And at least I remember last year's VIP training that was 50K. When we finished paying and sat under that training for, in fact, I felt cheated. Don, if you remember, I had to send another money.
Somebody sent me extra 40K. Somebody sent me extra 50K. I think so. For it, like all the things
the
you
value
did
was
about
too much.
I beg, said, so it was.
I felt like I couldn't have robbed Dawn. That's what will happen at this this year's VIP again, because I know what is the, and Dawn is another person. Another extra thing about him is I don't know how he does that conversations with them for free. As in, like, the whole thing, and he would just say, I don't like sponsorship and all of that. But then this year, I'm seeing that he's taking another level because people are insisting this year's own must be sponsored and all that. So you can also.
I don't plan with sponsors in my head, though. So I told him, if you work, if you know work, I've never planned with sponsors in my head. That's one thing about me. So when I set out to do it, I know what I'm doing to be able to earn to. I mean, conversations with the Don cost me up to 6 million this year. So, but then I'm not ragging anybody. I'm not saying anybody should come and do what's it called? Come and do online this thing for me. There are always ways that I get. I get to solve that issue. So that's it.
If
Basically,
anybody will
you
be
know,
anywhere on July 1st, let it be in Port Harcourt at the Dawn's Conversation at
but this year's
44.
this year's going to be on the 6th because July 1st fell on a Monday, and so not going to be so. It's not going to be. It's not going to be very how do I call it now? It will not be very okay to grab people out on a Monday, you know.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so
So it has to be 6th.
I put it to 6th, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, so you have both ways to hold on to Don on the 6th and on the 27th, because of course we're bringing him back to Abuja. So thank you so much, the Don. We appreciate and we love you. You know how much we do. All right. I love you. So take care and get some more rest, because I know this week is going to be a busy one for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And if anybody's in Lagos, maybe if anybody in Lagos, yeah, if you want to say hi tomorrow, let me know. Send me a message inbox. We can say hi because of Russia.
Thank you for always. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks so much for everything. God bless you all.
Bless you too, sir. What a night. Okay. So now the final announcements. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here up till now. Even when we had to go off and come back again, you still stayed. This is to tell me how much you love impact, you love value, and you want to grow. And grow you shall, okay? Very briefly, just before I take my closing remarks, I want you to remember that this event, everything that has a beginning surely has an end, right? But before that closing remark, remember, this is TWCC, the Wealth Creation Conference 2024, the first ever virtual edition, and it was mind-blowing. If you know you got the value, just send all those powerful emojis in the comment section. Let it, keep going up there until the world understands that something really great happened in the last 3 days. It's been 3 days of learning, unlearning, relearning, impact, mind-blowing sessions, a lot. And to think that we pulled this off, On the note of appreciation, I want to begin by saying thank you, God, for everything, because it was only the God factor that would have really made this happen. Of course, he comes first. So he's a mighty God, and upon him, this solid rock is what we built. And whatever we have started in his name always had come to a close with his name. So we appreciate God Almighty, myself, my team and I. I've learned to say that a lot from Vera. So my team and I are grateful to God first and foremost. Then personally, I am overjoyous. So thank you, Jesus, for everything. Thank you, Mother Mary, for making this day a great one. It was a dream come true. I'm just excited about this whole thing, like it's all over. Oh, amazing. All right. And I cannot wait to see the lives that it has impacted, and also to see you go forth out there into the world and keep preaching the gospel of daily credit alert and wealth creation. Okay. Then second of all, my appreciation again goes to all the speakers, all of them, from the first speaker through the last speaker. Every one of them was amazing. Every one of them came with a banger. They didn't leave anything. They didn't leave any stone unturned. They made sure that they gave it their all. So, all right, because of that, I would have really loved to announce the speakers for the physical conference, of course, on Saturday, 27th July 2024. But we have to unveil them with style, because most of them, you'd be shocked at who is coming to Abuja for the Wealth Creation Conference. Some of them, I don't know how God made it happen, but here we are, still grateful that he has really. So this officially to tell you that all the speakers for the Wealth Creation Conference has been confirmed. All of them have been confirmed. In fact, there are more that we're even trying to see if you can even bring in. When the grace of God is upon your life, no man can put your shine down. Okay, so all the speakers have been confirmed, and so we're looking forward to this great day. Thirdly, officially the tickets for the Wealth Creation Conference 2024, 27th July, have been opened. So we are selling now. If I were you, you would take advantage of the 72 hours discount sales like they had mentioned earlier. I think it will also wrap up with that, or I don't know. But then take advantage of that because it expires after tomorrow. And those discounts are juicy. They are juicy. And don't forget, even if you're not going to be there live, please ensure you sponsor someone. Lastly, if you're here and you're not following me on my Facebook at Rosemary Trauma OB, Kai, you don't know what you're missing. You're missing money. You're missing money. Let me say it very loud and clear. You are missing money. But there is something very important I want to just leave you with. 27th July is a very special day in my life. It is a milestone. It is a day that the Lord has made because I, your baby girl, the queen of daily credit alert, the empress of wealth creation, will be turning a year older on that day. So it's a very special day for me. Coincidentally, it's 27th July, the last Saturday of the month, which we chose for the World Creation Conference of 2024. But coincidentally to it, it's my birthday. So how best can you celebrate me if not being there live on that day? I don't want gifts. The only gifts I want are tickets. I want to see you in that room. I want us to fill up that room. Our target is 1,000. I need you and you to be able to pull that stone. So you can buy 5 tickets. God knows I'll pray for you on that day. You can buy 10. You can sponsor 50. I also have one other wish. I want to be able to bring into that room over 500 students for free. I want to bring them in there, sit in that hall, teach them, secondary school students, undergraduates, right? Teach them money sense, money lessons, how to actually become very comfortable making money at a very young age. The mistakes I made, the things that I could not achieve at that age, watching those young ones, I've seen them in my dream. I've envisaged it. I've envisioned it. I've visualized it. Them sitting in one corner in the room, learning, and afterwards implementing everything they've learned. And it would be so much greatness for me to be. I'll be so elated to see this dream come true. That is one dream I want to be fulfilled. So with your sponsorship, partnership, tickets, and all of that, I'm sure those 500 young people, secondary school and undergraduates, will be in that hall on that day. To be the happiest day of my life. So please grant me that one wish, okay? And then finally, the best version of yourself is about to unfold, okay? Don't stay where they dropped you. Keep doing what you're doing and you will get there someday. Lastly, and finally, again, this special appreciation, I couldn't have rounded off my closing remarks as we close TWCC virtual edition for 2024 without, in a very special way. If I know how to hug Lade, if I know what to do to shout out to Lade, I wouldn't have been able to end this session without saying thank you so much, Mr. Lade. In fact, when I said it earlier, one gift TWCC gave to me last year, that gift, he has turned out to be a brother, a friend, and everything I would ever want in a human being, right? Real life, okay? So Lade, this is me saying thank you to you for everything, for the times I had to cry on your shoulder, for the times I had to shout, for the times I had to say, please, how do I do this? For all the times you have prayed for me especially, for all the times you've reminded me of the strong woman that I am and what I can become, for all, especially this last 3 days that was the most daunting for me, all the major roles you've played in my life, that sacrifice you made last year, coming all the way from Ilori just to compare, and everything. I cannot mention all that you've been to me and more here right now, but this is me sincerely saying here that I really appreciate you. You are truly a friend and a brother. May God bless you immensely. Thank you for holding forth this session for 3 days tirelessly. You showed up from 6:30. If every day you were there, wow. Thank you. And for everyone who is backstage, every team member, all those who worked assiduously to ensure that this day came and passed. Hey, now, right? I love you all. I sincerely pray that you will find helpers when you have need. Okay? May God bless you. Team TWCC, you're the best. I love you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. So, Lade, if you're here, you would now wrap up this session completely. So